subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello guys, welcome back to Programming Conversations channel. Today we are going to see about the AZ900 practice test. These are latest 2021 update questions. So let's go through the questions. So it's about the domain Azure Cost Management and Service Level Agreements. So let's go into the question. A company is planning to set up a pay-as-per-you-go subscription in Azure. Would they have access to MSDN support forms? It's not related to any pay-as-you-go subscription. MSDN support forms are free access, so everyone will have the access. So it will be a yes. So MSDN is a free support plan. Yes. So there has no linkage with the subscription. So not related to any pay-as-you-go subscription or anything. A company wants to migrate its on-premises server to Azure. They want to ensure the servers are running even if a single Azure data goes down. Which of the following terms refers to the solution? So now, even a single data center goes down, it should be available. So now it is a false tolerance. It's related to false tolerance. This is related to, question is related to cloud concepts actually. So A will be the answer. Moving on to the next question. Again, this domain is related to Azure Cost Management and Service Level Agreements. A company is planning to migrate public website to Azure. Which of the following they need to consider when it comes to the hosting of their public website on Azure? A, they would need to reduce the number of connections to the website. B, they would need to deploy a virtual private connection from their on-premises to Azure. They would consider paying a monthly cost for the solution. They would need to pay the user data on the on-site. So let us read the question again. A company is planning to migrate its public website to Azure. Which of the following do they need to consider when it comes to hosting their public website on Azure? So answer will be C, because they would have considered paying monthly cost for the solution. Okay, so now when it comes to the public website, it will be a C. Coming to the next question, it is related to Azure core services. A company has just set an Azure free account. Is it true that Azure virtual machines and Azure storage accounts can be deployed to Azure free account? No, virtual machines and storage accounts will not be there for a free account. That is a false. Limited to the okay. The answer is B. No. Yeah. So your company has set of resources defined as a part of subscription. If they delete a resource group, would the resources in the group deleted? Will also be deleted? Yes, obviously. When we delete the resource group, the resources in the group also will be deleted. So if you see the answer, yes. Detailed explanation. If you delete the resource group, if you observe here, if we are going to delete the resource group, so that is the next. We're moving on to the next question related to core Azure services. Your company has set of resources and resource group defined as a part of subscription. Can you nest the resource groups? No, we can't nest the resource group. You can't nest the resource groups. So for more information, you can read about the Azure resource managers. So you have a data that is stored in archive access tier of an Azure storage account. Which of the following must be done before you can access the data in the storage? The data must be rehydrated because it's stored in an archive access tier. So as I told you, it must be rehydrated first. You can see the answer. When you have an object archive access tier, in order to access the object, it needs to be rehydrated first. So option A is incorrect because the data need to be rehydrated and not restored. What is the option A? Data must be restored. No. Option B is also incorrect because we don't need a backup of the data. Okay. Option C is also incorrect because we can't access the objects in archive access tab. So until you rehydrate, you can't access the object. Moving on to the next question, it's about general security and network security features. In which of the following services would you enable just-in-time VM access? Just-in-time will be there in Azure Security Center. So it will not be there in Firewall or Azure Front Door, Azure Vision. It will be there in Azure Security Center. Yeah, as I told you, it will be there in, you can enable this feature in Azure Security Center. You need to go to Azure Defender and then go to the Azure Security Center. So there will be an Azure Defender. And you see the second arrow mark, red arrow mark here. So just in time VM access. You can see this. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is the responsibility of the customer? What is the responsibility of the customer in a public cloud? I think it is a public cloud. Let us consider if it is a public cloud or anything. Cooling the data center, no. Maintaining underlying physical servers, security of data hosted on the virtual machine, uptime of, I think, what is the answer? B. So now, if you see the security of data hosted on the Azure virtual, all other aspects are responsibility of Azure. So only the security of data hosted on virtual machines is the responsibility of the customer. Moving on to the next question, it's about cloud concepts. A company is planning on hosting virtual machine across the multiple available regions. Which of the following is the company trying to achieve with this implementation? Availability, better availability. I think C is the correct answer. Yes. Here is the company is trying to achieve the better availability by hosting the infrastructure across the multiple availability zones. Yeah, better availability. Moving on to the next question. So describing cloud concepts again, which of the following services fall under the category of serverless computing? Serverless computing is nothing but Azure functions. Which of the following, next moving on to the next question, which of the following is used to group subscriptions together? Management groups. Obviously, management group is used to organize subscriptions together. You can manage access and compliance of the subscription that are part of the management. What is an option A? Option A is incorrect because those are not related to resource groups. Option B is also incorrect because it is a Kubernetes service. So option D is also incorrect because this is used to maintain and manage the availability of virtual machines. What is that? Virtual network. Whereas option C is correct, that is management groups. It's used to organize subscriptions together. You can manage them, access and compliance of the subscription that are part of the management group. For more information, you can visit the below URL. A company is planning on hosting resources using Azure services. You have decided on the right service to choose for the desired requirement. Which of the following would you use for the following requirement? Provide the ability to host a private network. Which of the following will be there? Availability to host a private network in Azure. Private network in Azure. This is the Azure virtual network. Yes, Azure virtual network gives you the ability to host the virtual network in the Azure. Here you can host virtual machines in virtual network. And A is incorrect because this is used for hosting web application. No, host virtual machines. Okay. Option B is also incorrect because it is used for orchestrating and container-based application, Azure Kubernetes. And option C is also incorrect. Why? Because Windows Virtual Desktop is for desktop and application virtualization. Now, for more information, you can visit the below URL. A company is planning on hosting resources using Azure services. You have decided on the right service to use for the desired requirement. Which of the following would you use the following for the following requirement? Provide the ability to deploy an orchestration. So as we told, orchestrate container-based application is nothing but a Azure Kubernetes. Azure Kubernetes. Yes, answer is Azure Kubernetes. You can use Azure Kubernetes service to host and orchestrate containers, orchestrate container-based application. So option B is the correct one. Thank you, guys. We'll see in next episode for the next part of questions.